Mwanandilitwa ku program yathu ya Smooth Talk ndine mkonzi wanu lero ziti Gonias ndipo mu studio ndina dotoro watu Dr. Alimbikana. Dr. welcome the program.
Nili bwino mkonzi kaya muli bwanji?
Ise tili bwino takunyadira na dotoro. Sono ndamva kuti nyamata uyu Smooth ike salipo alodwala. First of all nyamara uyu namba kumutamba nikali mfana. Sono apa nilukala mbaye Veronica same. Kumenso Smooth muntu. Kodini mankhwala bwanji munampasa manager?
Mankhwala aliko akabwele chifukwa muziva Smooth ike ninampasa mankhwala ndine. Ninatenga chizimba cha fulu. Pa chizungu tortoise. Nutenga chizimba chija nutenga futi chizimba cha muntu mfupi monga ine chifukwa wantu afupi sama kalamba maningi.
Sure.
Kusankaniza mankhwala yaja ninamtemera chifukwa chake Smooth ike akhala ali smooth bwino.
Makhala chodabwisa.
Very good.
Sono ndamva kuti apa salipo anapita ku UTH nchanji navuta chikulu.
Uyu mnyamata Smooth ike mkati muone mayezi yonse aya sama shota pa Smooth Talk.
Yes.
Koma apa nuodwala mmimba mwamuchita maninga lutulula. Sono pamene nikamba apa natuma assistant wanga amperekera mankhwala kuti akhale bwino.
Ndinamva kuti anapita ku UTH ndipo ku UTH madokta wanakamba ta iyi kesi yativuta kapena apite ku polisi.
Pomwe tikamba pano kesi yake ija anachitalifa Central Police. Ava chite chewewoa. Aludilingana nayo ku Central Police.
Matenda nangu niyo dabwisa. Sono tadabwa pa program pano tarisiva ma messages kuti no Jansi Kazwe bamushtariko ku FIFA. Sono ndinamva kuti ndimwe mnampasa makhwala bwanji mene.
Mankhwala aliko akabwele Jansi Kazwe waja mankhwala ndine ndinapasa.
Sure.
Ninatenga kapalibe kantu. Nutenga lulimi wachule. Kusankaniza mankhwala yaja numufaka pansi pa lulimi. Pomwe adapita kwa azungu kuja ku FIFA. Azungu analuvomera chili chonse. Nimwe munaba Jansi Kazwe no I didn't steal azungu. Okay, very good. Cleared. Pomwe nikamba pano Jansi Kazwe azamboliza pinto.
Congratulations. Sono futa amena akarushawalya uyu mnyamara wa Chiwemba uyu wamena amachaira bora ku left nakudi adira left. Uyu nyamata amushtariko ku FIFA. Namva kuti ndimwe munasenzera mankhwala munapasa.
Mankhwala aliko akabwele akarushawalya ndine ninapatsa mankhwala. Ninatenga nkhalamu mwaizi vaija. Nutenga lino ya nkhalamu kugaya. Nutenga tsitsi la mzungu sankaniza. Niye ninamtemera menso omukaka kumtemera matu kaka. Iyo timati ntetemezi. Karushawalya pomwe adafika ku FIFA kuja azungu nje kuyopa.
Yes.
Kutino karushawalya alibe mulandu swapa abwerera achaya bola nukamba pali bola is very active.
Sono kani ya wamiza kwambira dotoro. Ati pa program pabwera ndani pano?
Pa program ya Smooth Talk pali uyu mnyamata wina aliko mnyamata uzimvesa uyu wa Muzuwa Yembe.
Uja nyamara amena utengira ma girlfriend ya nyamata uyali handsome.
Ndipo
ndifuna naine munipange handsome ndifuna mankhwala bwanji chifukwa anthu ati nena iyayi simakala chodabwisa.
Mankhwala alipo olo Yembe umene uja ninampasa mankhwala.
Chioneka chimung'ono pano pa ndina 16 years. Musaone mimba ndine mwana wa chichepero so ndimafuna ma sweet 16 no makamba iyayi inuyo ndinashukuru.
No olo uyu chite DJ 800. Mankhwala ndine ninampasa. Ninatenga chizimba cha njovu. Kulira kwa njovu kwa ni chimozimozi mbena mazirimba. Olo msikanana uluimba pano mankhwala ndine ninampasa.
Uyu ati Ronaldo Roni.
Sono mankhwala yoimba yaja sufu niko vutika timatenga cha benjoka ya moyo nukumanga mumkosi. Wakala nayo 2 weeks basi.
Sono pano tiendembekeze nyamara amene zina ndani? Yembe.
Koma wonse amene nikambire tu pampepo pano amene mfuna mankhwala olo uti kapena simpeza vana mwakhala mchikwati 7 days mbwere kwa ine mankhwala nili nayo. Mmene timachitira ngati zavuta za mwana izo imwe nuleta akazi vanu kukhala kwa ine for 2 months. 2 months ija akabwerera akazi vanu ngati sathu nyamata anishivuto nileve. But ngati akazi vanu azabwerera lutu nyamata vuto ni amuna. Akabwere mankhwala aliko.
Tikalibo closing dotolo kuli abanyamata alupisidwa ma political party na ntchito sono master bwanji wapasa mankhwala
mankhwala ali kwa kabwere olo kuti ntchito inasira mukabwere kwa ine mankhwala yalipo olo mnyamato yanapisha mchipani ka akabwere mankhwala aliko ni pamphepo sitingakambeza mbiri sure no zikomo kwambiri
onse audience ali kuti tamba zikomo kwambiri na onse ali kutamba ku nyumba. See you in 7 seconds.
Wait.
Nzingati pacha.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah.
See you in 7 seconds.
7 days. Zikom.
Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you very much. And now, firstly, ignore that introduction. As you can see, fit as a fiddle. I don't even know what they're talking about. But what was correct about whatever they said, other than all the medicinal issues they talk about, nothing ever works. But what is correct is Yemba, you're on the show. Nice to have you on the show, my guy.
It's good to be on the show.
You made such an entrance into Zuba. So you know, I'm watching.
Okay.
And Zuba, you know, Zuba, all of us love Zuba because she's such an innocent soul. So you start to wonder though at times she's very innocent because she's doubling up and everything is not her fault and yet she's at the center of everything that's wrong. But anyway, that's for another day. So she's about to cross the road, I think, with her dad, and you stand up in your car, very expensive, and you shout. I'm like, what the? This guy?
Who's this
Chill
guy?
a bit, you know?
Yeah.
So already we're beginning to hate you because, look, this is Zuba,
Yeah.
our sweetheart. Yeah. And then you go. Then I just felt, though, when I saw that, I said, this guy, there's no way they just put this guy to just say, hey, jump on the road. But anyway, man, I think you've nailed it. I think you've done such a tremendous show in the season 2.
Okay.
Not to say I want to use the words, but I'm using it lightly because Zuba is a very popular show. But I think in a sense you really brought it to life, and that's why I said I'm not dissing it.
Yes.
But I'm just saying it needed to have something different, and I think you were the big difference in the show. Man.
Thank you that you realized. I noticed.
Okay, but a lot of people were like, "But who's this guy?" You know, I think I've seen you in a couple of videos, but you know, I'm thinking they're just using some handsome guy to just. You know,
do something.
Yeah, but I didn't know you could act. You know, the truth that I was seeing you acting for the first time other than in videos. So with videos, really, they count, but they don't count. Yeah. That is a real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell me about that, though. When did you start your acting, and you know, just how did you land yourself in Zulu?
Well, after I completed school, I waited to go to college. I started working. I had an old friend of mine. His name is Kafuna Silumbe. Yeah, we joined the music industry, and because I was still waiting to get to college, so we started this music business. Yeah. And then we were just recording music, you know. And then he had bigger plans. He decided to open up a video production company. Okay. So and he started using me as an actor. Yeah. In his music videos.
That's what we saw you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I popped on the scene, and I worked with a couple of artists, big artists, and then I was an actor in music videos, but that didn't count. And then Esau Piri called me, and I did a movie called Stolen Money. Okay. That was the first movie that I did as a serious project, and I was starring it. And then from there, I think a few people noticed me from there, yes, and they called me for a few projects. And then I heard I heard there was auditions for Zuba taking place, and then I thought I should give it a try.
Okay.
And
so
then I auditioned.
Yes. Nice. You kind of look like you were handpicked because you're so perfect for the role.
I didn't actually know I was gonna be that good. I was just, you know, trying out my luck. And then the auditions were kind of intense because we're like a number of judges there, like let's say 5, 10, and I didn't even know them. So
yeah, it's always good when you know someone. At least.
Yeah. So and it was quite intense, but I did the auditions and I forgot about it. And a month later, they called me like, "Oh, congratulations, you did it!"
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely forgot about that.
Actually, yes, because I was pushing for my music. You know, I was trying to push for music videos, and then they called me, and then yes, it's been eating up all my time.
It does, though.
Yeah,
goodness, that's tough.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that, though. I know, firstly, I like the fact that you didn't even expect it to be this big, and all of a sudden this is happening now.
Yes.
What has it done to you, though? You know, I know that obviously it boosts your confidence a whole lot because you never knew that you had that kind of talent.
Yes, yes.
But when people started talking? When did you notice that things are changing? People are appreciating it?
Well, I didn't actually know that a lot of people watch Zumba because I didn't know about Zumba.
We do. You
Yeah.
didn't even know.
I
Get
didn't-
out of
I'm
here.
serious. I'm serious. I didn't
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
the whole first season,
Mm.
it took my boss actually. He was like, "Do you even know what you're doing? Do you know where Zumba comes from?" I was like, no, I need to know because I keep doing these things
Yeah.
and I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing. So he gave me the whole first season and I
Yeah.
watched it like in 2 weeks because I was glued to it. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?
Yeah.
This is Zambia? What?" So yeah, and I watched it, and it's a great telenovela.
Oh, it
actually.
is, man.
Yes, it's
It
good.
is.
It's good.
Okay, but you're kind of dead right now, you know. But also, I like your character. I like the character you speak to. You know, I don't know how they pick these little guys because I saw Joshua the other day. Equally, the youngster there looks like him.
Like
but
Joshua,
you
yes.
Really, so some people are saying that's your child, that's your young brother. So what's the connect?
Well, that's a story for another day.
Okay, anyway, they picked the right guy.
Yeah.
In that story for another day, they picked the right guy because
Yeah.
really very intelligent, first of
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
because plays the role very, very well.
Yeah.
And I like how what they did with you, like you lost your parents, so you got all these personality issues and all that,
Yeah,
and
yes.
you're falling in love, but you don't want to fall in love.
Yeah.
And whoa, man! But hey, it must have been a bit scary. Never mind the auditions when you went on set because you got all these great guys that have been there.
Yes.
Maybe a
it's
good
big
thing
ups.
for you that you hadn't watched them, so it wasn't too much. intimidating.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
can imagine though, you
intimidating,
know,
yeah.
these guys are, great
They're
actors.
actually doing great jobs. I get inspired every day when I go to the office and meet these guys. They've got different energies,
Mm.
and they've all got different things to bring to the table at the
Yeah.
end of the day. So I get inspired by every person that I work with each and every single day. So I think that is building my career as an actor on a daily basis. So yes, that's
Okay, but
really good.
I know that obviously you hang with all of them, but
Yeah.
but is there one person who has given you like sat you down, maybe advised you on something?
They
from-
all
from-
do. It's like
Oh.
one big family.
You don't say.
Every day you get there, they'll tell you this is what you have to do. This is how you handle yourself. So I'm really learning a lot and growing as an actor because it's like a family. We meet every day.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
and spend few hours with our actual
Actual
families at
families,
home. Yeah.
Wow.
So yes, that's my new family, and I'm learning every day. We all sit as a team, and depending on who you're with at that point of time. So you always get positive energy and advice from each and every person.
And some people don't know that there are scenes that you only watch as well on the screen. You were not there. You don't know. that
You know,
this is
yes,
happening,
yes, because it's every time yeah, I'll be watching with my family sometimes, and they'll be like, "You don't know what's going to happen." I'm like, "I wasn't there. I was doing my thing." And so this is where it's going. So I don't know. Like people would ask me, "So are you coming back?" I'm like, how do I know? Yeah.
Well, what was your most difficult scene though? I know you're crying now, you guys. I always fancy myself. I think I can act. I'm kind of Denzel kind of guy.
Denzel.
But I don't know that I can cry though.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
saw you cry. I'm like, wow, this guy. Do you have to do this Vicks thing that people talk about? That you put Vicks?
Oh, actually, Zua is kind of intense.
Yeah.
The director would want you to bring out your deepest, innermost emotions. That a person that you're not even, they'll pick that thing out of you.
But what has been the most difficult part? for you?
Crying must be.
Yeah, it must be, man.
Because I haven't cried in a long time, and the scene requires you to cry. So you have an AD that will, you have to be silent the whole time. You have to bring all your emotions before your scene. So they'll actually, they'll build you up to that level. And then when it's time for your scene, they're like, okay, then let's do it. And we nail it.
And what about all those driving scenes though? Somebody told me, because I'd missed that one. Of course, I caught up with it.
Yeah.
But somebody told me, hey, you should watch out for this scene. They're fighting up there. Then there's a chasing scene.
Yeah, that was intense, and I personally hate speed. But
You do.
I hate speed.
Well, I'm happy to find a guy who hates speed because I'm
Oh.
a kind of, when they brought in these speed traps,
Yeah,
I'm
You're
just
like,
smiling because
"Oh."
I'm never caught.
I know.
So you had to actually speed.
Yes, we had to. We had
Wow.
to race those sports cars, and yeah, it's good that we're still alive. Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looked like it was intense, man. But what about the people though? How's the love though when you walk in the streets?
Oh, Zambia is really growing. I really appreciate the way they're treating Zambian celebrities now.
Mm.
It's really, I like the the audience, the affection that they give us. It's really, I love you guys. Thank you. Especially from the Copa Belt. Big ups to Copa.
Why is it from the Copa? Are you a Coppola guy?
Copa people are so
No,
full
but
of love.
Coppola will give love, man.
Yes.
Without
you
a
are
doubt. I
that.
know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a good experience. I mean, the love is everywhere. Like everywhere I go, they'll recognize and they'll always want to take pictures. And I'm never going to get tired of getting pictures. Let's take these pictures, people.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know my audience will want to take pictures with you. So, but, yeah. But anyway, finally, though, you talk about music, and I saw you in a music video, a fresh new girl. Can't remember. We played her last week.
Nina.
Yes, and then I checked you out doing a bit of rapping and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
this guy. So now, all of a sudden, we're interested in everything you do.
Yeah.
So what about the music, though? I know you're busy now with Zuba, but what's the plan?
Yes, I'm still working on the music. It's still coming on the way. Mostly I update the things that I do, like my projects, on my Facebook page, which is Sean Millers. If you guys are interested, please follow that. Follow Sean Millers. Instagram is Sean Mendai. Just follow, and I've got a lined up set of projects coming up.
Okay.
Yes, and still doing the music, though this Zuba thing is really taking up my time. But in the free space that I have, I still get to record, and I got music videos coming up. So yeah. Zambia just should have. Need to watch out.
But you know what? You're so different from the role that you play, man, because you're so you come off like Bagay Zimvela was here. So even when your management team called me like Sean wants, I'm like, but because I really wanted to meet you, because I really think that you do a good job. Yeah, like I said, I think for me this is what the season 2 really revolved around that. The fact that now there's competition for Zuba, because Zuba really looked like going one side. But all that split is really making a lot of sense. And I met your nemesis. You know, he's rather short. I thought he was a tall guy.
Wheeler.
Yeah. So I can say that because every time I meet people, they'll be like, innocent. I thought you were tall. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, come on.
But at least I know I'm taller than your guy. Anyways, so we'll be waiting for your videos, my guy. And one thing that I seriously that I like about you, that I've liked about you, is that you are pretty humble than what we see. You know, because we take this as gospel truth.
Yeah.
If we've never met you, we think that's your character. You know what I'm saying? Because that tells us then that you're convincing. One other person that people love to hate is Sui. I think she's such a devil, that one.
She's actually a very sweet person.
Yes, actually, I know her. That one
Very
at least I
feminine,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, you know,
That's the way she comes out.
she's a funny person. But you're in
We
that
get carried away sometimes. Like, is this you? Are you gonna sort of me?
Okay, let's do this though. Let's check out some of the clips, because I know again he's running to go and film. When I say film, then I mean that you are alive.
No, another project.
Another project. Yes. Okay, another project. So let's just take a bit of Zuba while you were still alive in Zuba. Yeah? Okay, so we're going to end up that way. Have a glimpse of this here man doing what he does, especially when he's telling off Zuba, our sweetheart. From laughing and joking to just, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping on while you're supposed to be working? Why the designs? Goodness. But you did a good job, man. Thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you so much.
I know the
so
best,
much.
man.
Thank you.
Definitely have it made.
Achana mwanza. Kale veshile. Ndiyo munshira ndefu kana umbalile. No, just keep them busy, eh? Buy them drinks, do whatever it is that you can do. Yeah, ndiyo munshira ndefu kana umbalile. Ndefu.
Maisa in shop number 4.
Sikomo mayo. Nasova nisakila pa Maisa in shopping mall. Nipati.
Ukajumpa lodi kuona stolo yasakala uvule ndiye kuli Maiseni omba nitandizeko kujumpa msewu.
Can't you see there's an old person here trying to cross?
welcome back. And now we're talking to a couple of girls that are pretty new on this year's set, you know, especially where music is concerned. We've not featured both of them. One in the secular world, you can tell from the hair, and one, and one in the gospel world. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Keisha and Kandiwa.
Yeah, Kandiwe.
Kandiwe.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Where do we start? Okay. Where do we start? Well, we're going. Let's end in a holy way. Let's start with you. So in case we're about to go elsewhere, God can see that we're just fine. All right. You're new on the scene, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The video we're going to be seeing very soon with Bobby is that your first? Video?
No, it's my second one.
Second one. Okay. So when you say you're new, you're like how new?
Should be 3 years now.
Ah, you're pretty new. Okay. All right. And I know that you're working. Are you under Kayo Records or something?
Not really. I'm not signed yet, but they're just there helping.
They're just helping you out.
Yeah.
All right. So what kind of music do you do? How would you describe your music?
I do hip hop. I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper. Okay. Okay. All right. So you're Lusaka based kind of.
Yeah, I'm Lusaka based. Okay. I came from Kopala.
You came from Kopala. You came from Kopala Belt, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you write. I know you haven't done an album yet, but you write your own music.
Yes, I do.
You do write your own music. Okay, so we know what you sing about hip hop, though. You know, we know what you guys sing about. But you worked with Bob East.
Yes, I did.
How was that like?
It's awesome to have such a privilege. Yeah. Though it was a bit of challenging, but yeah, at least we managed to get the works done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In Zambia, obviously, female artists are not that many, but I'm liking that you get new ones that are coming on the scene, the likes of you, for instance. Which female artists do you look up to and probably would you like to work with?
In Zambia, Wezi.
Oh, that would be an interesting mix, though. Eh? Oh, but she's done that with Bombshell, for instance. So you'd like to work with Wezi? She's got a great voice.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her a lot.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned in Zambia. So what about out there? Who would you look up to?
I'm a fan of Lil Wayne.
Fan of Lil Wayne? So you're not a hardcore rapper, though, right? Not hardcore. Just good rap. I'm thinking. I like your brows, though. You got a voice, girl. You know what?
Thank you so much.
Wow.
I'm shy.
Your music is very different, though, because we're listening to it with the guys. Earlier on I was playing the music for them, and they're like, "Who's this?" And that's what's happening here today, though. That's why I thought I should have you guys at the same time, because all of you are pretty new on the scene.
Yeah.
But I know you've done some backing vocals before. Have you done some backing vocals before?
Yeah. I've done a couple of backing vocals here and there.
Okay.
Pretty much. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's talk about you, though. You sound very accomplished, and yet you're kind of new on the block.
I'm getting there. I really can't complain. I'm like, 4 years now? This is my 4th year in the industry, pretty much.
Wow.
So I came in as a rapper.
There you go.
As well. I came in as a rapper, but right now I'm kind of focusing on the singing part, and I do a little bit of poetry as well, and I write.
You write as well?
Yeah, I write.
You write your songs?
Yes, I do.
You got a couple EPs out, I'm told.
Yeah, 2. I've got 2 EPs. Kwesi's Daughter 1 and Kwesi's Daughter 2.0 that I dropped last year, December.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going, though? I know it's gospel, and gospel is huge in Z these days. But how's it going for you, being new in the gospel circle?
Well, it's going okay. I really can't complain. I feel like it's since the music is like completely different from the regular gospel that you'd hear. It's been going pretty good, and there's been like great response because people like to listen to new things, I guess. Yeah. So the response has been great, heartwarming even.
Okay, it's easy to assume that because you're in the gospel world, then there's a lot of love and everybody wants to work with you, and you guys are a huge family. But it's not always the case though, just because you're gospel artist, because you're only human after all. So how's it like though? Are you is it struggle in the gospel world?
Well, I have to say it's kind of it's overwhelming sometimes because sometimes you just want to do you, but then like there are all these rules and like regulations and like this box they put you in, and when you break out, you're like the black sheep of some sort. So it's been hectic, but we're working on breaking stereotypes as much as we can.
Okay, you got great people in there, the likes of Pompey, Mark 4, Abel. There's so much talent in there. You've got and it's so much range. You've got the Malembes and them. So you're different though, very different. So in the gospel world though, I'll ask you the same question. Who would you like to work with? Or who have you worked with? Maybe that's a question.
Okay. Wait. I have worked with Abo Chungu. I featured on his recent album. Who else have I worked with? I am currently trying to work with Mag 44 on a project, and I would really love to work with Pompey. He's been like one of the biggest inspirations that I've had since like I don't know, since I could like actually believe I could sing. Yeah. So yeah, he's pretty amazing. So I'd love to work with Pompey. Esther Chungu as well. I believe she's got like a really golden, amazing voice. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Just to mention a few in the local sector.
I like you talking about how gospel you want to come out of the box, because at times it inhibits you. But you got people like, for instance, Pompey. Yeah. First, because he came out the secular world into gospel, and he says Pompey, Mozi, whatever. These rhymes, man. But anyway, all I'm saying is that he kind of sounds the same as he was in the world, but it's about the message that he's delivering now. Yeah. And that's not your original way of gospel music. So even he's breaking barriers in a sense. And I'm just imagining a combo, you and Pompey would be pretty interesting.
It would be, and I want it. I want it so bad, like I want it really bad. But yeah, let's not talk about that right now. It's gonna look desperate.
You look desperate, huh?
Yeah, really.
Okay, but how people are receiving your music generally, though? Like I said, there's a lot of gospel. The gospel is really huge now, and to break through, especially when you're different, can be difficult. Yeah. But already the love from the people, from the audience, first of all, they kind of loved the music when we played it a bit. The guys up there loved it. So how is it working for you?
It's working pretty great, I'd say, because that was, how can I put it? When it comes to music, I'd say, and market share, a lot of times people like to follow the stream, pretty much. Whatever this guy's doing, I'm going to do it the exact same way, and you end up being second best at what you do. So what I'm always saying is authenticity sells either way. So long as you're authentic, people are going to receive you however exactly the same way that you are. And I feel like it's been pretty amazing because my music basically talks about mental health issues, depression, hope, and all these different things, and targeting that sector, because I feel like not a lot of people cater for such people, has been really helpful, because it's just helped so many people grow, and it's heartwarming for me. I feel like that's an accomplishment on my part.
I think it is. It's good. It's interesting that you mentioned mental health, because I think it was last week also when we were talking about how the president's gesture of going to Chinama was really huge for the country and the people that advocate for mental health, because we are all kind of,
I feel like we're all kind of local.
Cuckoo in a sense. I remember when I was a DJ and somebody asked me to say, so makara andani booth. Neka. So kambache weka che. When you come to think of it, I'm like, oh goodness, this is a little bit of madness right there. You're just assuming obvious mambe. So we're kind of mad in a sense, all of us, but then when somebody goes for treatment, then we're kind of labeling them. Yeah. And I've never come across somebody who sings for them. So really, enough respect. I think it's a good, route that you've taken, because again, it's enchanted waters. So we're going to stand up and listen. Definitely going to stand up and listen.
Thank you very much.
2019 though, you got what's the plan? What's the plan for the music?
Well, 2019 is basically establishing who Keisha Solufia is, establishing the brand, growing the brand, and just basically, I wanna get into like the mental health a little bit deeper, because I really feel like it's something that's not really addressed as much. Like, it's being talked about in small little parts, but I feel like it should be something that should really be talked about. There should be support groups. There should be places these people go to, because I feel like the suicide rate is like growing by the number. And being somebody who also did try suicide a couple of times.
You know what I'm saying? A couple of times, not just the one.
No.
Okay.
not just the one. And self-harming as well, you know. So I really feel like I'm really passionate about that, and I just want to, you know, make sure that that's a mandate that I follow up 2019.
Okay, but you know you can't just say that and expect me to go to the next question. I'm going to go back a bit. So what led you to almost get to that point?
Well, I feel like we have like a lot of untalked about issues as young people. So like there's all this insecurity, anxiety, self-doubt that you're going through, and there's the stereotyping in school, the bullying, and it seems like it's a really normal thing because nobody really wants to address it. But then there are people like me who overthink, and it gets to different extremes, and you don't really want to talk about it because people really want to understand what's going on.
And really,
So
like, no one wants to listen.
Nobody wants to listen because, like, yo, we've been through it also, you know what I mean?
Because
We're just being a
we
teenager,
use that
you're
term
moody.
loosely. Yeah, I was depressed yesterday.
Pretty
Actually
much.
not depressed.
But then it's like, so yeah, pretty much for me, anxiety was something that I struggled with a lot. So it kind of got me to a place where I did try to take my life a couple of times or inflict pain on myself to kind of like cause some sort of equilibrium between emotional pain and physical pain. So that kind of like, you know, helped a bit. But then like after realizing that it wasn't going to take me anywhere and discovering purpose and understanding that the reason why I was going through certain things is because God kind of wanted me to help the other people that couldn't get through it, is kind of what gave me hope and just had me just spreading like beams of hope as much as I can. So that's pretty much it.
Wow, man. Another level of respect right here. Believe me. You're doing a great job, you know, and I'm really excited about what you're doing because, again, we don't talk about such things.
We don't.
So, you know,
really don't.
find a young person who's willing to say that. I'm really very impressed and, you know, wishing you all the best. And we will have you on the show without a doubt because I know that we always have these topics, so I'll definitely call upon you.
Most definitely. I'll be glad.
2019, my girl, what's up? What's happening in 2019? Album coming?
Yeah, I'm working on an album. Yeah, though I don't have much details about it because I'm just planning it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not yet there. I'm planning. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we wish you all the best. You know, your hit single, obviously, with Bobby is doing tremendous already. The video is on point.
Yeah, though the video is not officially out yet.
Okay.
I think it should be out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're just looking at it. I don't know if you might want to edit one or two things, but yeah, you know, we love it though. It's a good video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we're good now. Don't zoom into anything. We're done now. Okay, we do this. We go to break. Thanks a lot.
We know you have stress during the week, so we've decided to give you the perfect way to start your weekend. So every Friday, join me, Moana Chingwala, with my guest.
Do you not? Anyway,
Black Mountain.
We'll be frying issues from all over the place. We're frying issues from social media, mainstream news, let's just say news from everywhere.
Bluetooth or aux cable?
Aux cable.
So Friday is a Friday.
Ticheze. Bwera pafupi tikambe bokamba bakamba bwera ticheze. Talk to me, 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 talk. Bwera pafupi tikambe bokamba bakamba bwera ticheze. Talk to me, talk. Bwera pafupi tikambe bokamba bakamba bwera ticheze. You're watching Ticheze.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Welcome back. And now we're talking to a lady called Veronica. Veronica, we spoke to the other time. We brought some guys from my province, from the West, and young people that were talented, massively talented, by the way, and we brought them on the show. We talked to them, and we showcased some of their music, and we got a date with them actually for, you know, going forward. But today we thought we should bring this here lady. Veronica, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. How's your NGO that you're working for?
Not too bad, not too bad. Lots of progress is being made, logistics-wise. So we're just working on getting the kids back here and seeing the way forward for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Veronica Chilova.
Verosia. Verosia. It's almost Ngoni, like my mom's name. Avere.
Veresia?
Veresia. You know? He needs to get it right. Yeah, Verecia.
Verecia.
But you know, growing up in Europe, my friends couldn't say Verecia, so I said, just call me Verocia. It's cool. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about growing up though.
Yeah.
Not
much, but
yeah. You kind of stopped somewhere.
I stopped somewhere in the middle.
You're like, yeah, enough already. I'm good like this. Okay, Verocia, you grew up, did some of your growing up in State House.
That's right. From age 4, I think it was, age 4, from 1991, somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah, until my early teens.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that though? Do you remember?
To be honest, it's hard to say that I really knew what it was because I was already born into it. It was just a big house where I could ask for anything and get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Dad always instilled in us humility, Mom as well, humility and, just appreciating the small things in life. Because, when you grow up privileged, at times you take advantage of your position and you forget that there's people out there that live just a regular, normal life, and you have to be able to also support those people. So humility and appreciation are the 2 virtues that my parents instilled in me from an early age.
Okay. Yeah. And I think they did a good job because with that NGO that you're doing, it's really about that.
Yeah, it is.
Because I didn't know until somebody whispered to me, and of course I'd read about you. I saw your pics because you used to play football. We talk about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd never met you. So when somebody said Veronica, Verocia Chiluba, I said, she kind of looks like
the daddy. I don't know, a bit like the mommy. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I'm asking though. Then somebody tells me, I'm like, oh, good. So she's the one.
Yeah.
But you're doing this kind of job where we'd not expect a daughter of one of the presidents of our country to be doing, because we're expecting you to be in some, maybe out in Europe like you were, and then working from there maybe, or if you're in Z, you're doing this, high, collar job.
I see where you're coming from, but for me, I think that's the biggest mistake we make as educated Zambians. There's a lot of expatriates that work out of Zambia. They're very highly educated, of the highest caliber. They're in Europe, in places like England, they're in the Netherlands, but for me, it's important to give back to your country because you have to remember your roots, so the Europeans don't really value our intelligence as much. We'll always be kind of people of color to them. But when you bring back the intelligence or the knowledge back into your country, you're helping your country develop to a certain degree. So it's very important for me to give back, because I feel, like I said before, that if it's not for the people of this country and the country itself, I would not have had the opportunities that I did have. So you have to give back. It's very important to me.
Okay, you talked about to a certain degree, and I want to talk about degrees. You went.
Degrees.
you went in Europe. You went to school there.
Yeah. I did my bachelor's. I don't know if you want me to start from college or.
Yeah. Let's get the whole caboodle.
Okay, so I did my GCSEs, which are the British examinations in England, and I also did my A-levels in England.
Was that the time that your dad was president?
Actually, no. That time, Dad was going through the court cases, if I may add.
Yeah.
I actually supported myself through college. I was working part-time, and I took myself through college.
There you go.
Yeah, Dad was going through court at the time, so I did my A-levels at Bedford College in England, and then I came back for a while. I played football.
Yeah, we know that, for the national team.
For the national team for about 3 years. I also worked part-time at the same time at a little school called Little Lulu's in Kablonga on Rowan Road. I worked there as a teacher as well and played football. And then a few years later, I did my bachelor's in China in psychology, and my master's in international relations in China as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness. That's a lot, man. And
it is a lot. It's a lot. But I have big boots to fill. 2 pairs of boots. You got Vera and you got FTJ. Like, you got 4 feet.
Yes.
So
and
it's
we expect you to be that.
They expect the children to be greater than their parents. How much greater can you become than my mom?
This lady.
Woman of the people.
Yeah.
I tell you, that woman is the strongest woman I know. She's given me, I think, a lot of strength and a lot of things to look at in life from a different perspective. And then you've got my dad, genius. I mean, put them together, and you've just got like a force to be reckoned with. So I have a lot to live up to.
Yeah, well, like, you know what they say, dynamite comes
in small packages.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, you played football though.
Yeah, that's right.
That's major interest for me right
Yeah.
there. And you were pretty good at it.
Not too bad, if I may say so myself.
But what position were you playing?
Actually, you know, when I was in school in Switzerland, I played as a striker.
Okay.
A lone striker, 9'10", because I was really small, but I was really fast.
Quick, yeah.
They used to call me Speedy Gonzalez. So the coach would always say, just stand by the last man.
Yeah.
You know, through ball or over the ball, you know, and then just, if they just knock you a little bit, fall.
Go down, yeah.
Penalty or free kick, you know.
So
that was the strategy.
You're close to the ground anyway.
Exactly,
yeah,
I'm already so close to the ground. So, I mean, you might as well fall, right? That was a good one. Yeah, but then when I came back to Zambia, I remember my first coach for National Assembly Queens, Coach Gibson Chimbalanga. That man was a character. He was like, you're very fast, we already have strikers, so I think I'm going to try you in defense. So he built me, like I had separate training to build, you know, medicine ball to build the muscle in my legs and everything. And he built me into an overlapping right back, number 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were overlapping?
Overlapping all the time. I was just like, cross. They couldn't stop me.
Wow, man. Okay, but you played at the national team as well.
Yes, I did. A year after I came back, that was when I came back from England. I actually went to training with the, I think it was the under 20 at the time. And, you know, everyone was like, she's just playing because her dad, you know.
Yeah.
And then the coach was like, let's see her play. After the training session, he was like, my mom was watching, and he was like, is it okay if we perhaps take your daughter with us to Kosafa? Yeah, because the style of play is different. Yeah. In England, I was taught to pass and move. Yeah. So it's more of a thinking game. And I feel like there's still need for development within the women's football in Zambia, because a lot of it is show your skill. Even when we go to training, the girls will be like, hey, show your skill, Kadagama, show your skill. I'm like, but what about the actual skill that's necessary in order to, you know, play effectively?
To get in front of the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do you want to do a bit of coaching? Is that something you're looking at?
If I did go into coaching, I'd go, as I always say, I'm looking to build people who aren't in the position to build themselves. Yeah. So rural areas, less privileged people, you know, the youth that are less privileged, maybe an academy. You know, schooling and learning football at the same time, give them opportunities to go abroad, you know, and also educate the women in football, because a lot of them, I find, maybe you'll find that their education is maybe until grade 8. So what happens when you have an injury and you can't play any longer? Right now you have people with degrees from here to Timbuktu, you know, so if all you have is a grade 8 and football, what do you do after that? Marriage? Or drugs, alcohol, what's next? So it's important to educate them on how to best go about their careers, to educate themselves as well, you know, not just play football, maybe go to night school, learn a trade, you know, maybe mechanics or carpentry. So that I am passionate about that. If I could do that, God willing, it'll happen soon.
Okay, let's talk about your dad though. He was obviously a very busy man, you know.
Yeah.
A very swagged up man too.
Swagged out man, yes, indeed.
But did you have time with him? Did you go to watch football with him? You know, I'm just trying to imagine that.
A lot of the time we spent watching British Premier League.
Oh.
And that's where I actually learned about football.
What team was he supporting?
Dad used to change teams quite a lot.
He was that kind of.
But he
team
did.
Is losing,
No, not really. Like he first started with, I think it was West Ham and Aston Villa at the time. They were quite a few of his favorite teams, but then he stuck to Arsenal at one point. I remember he even had a jersey. It said Bally 1 at the back. Yes. So
well, he would have moved to Manchester United right by now.
Never. He stuck with Arsenal for a long time.
We're beating chaps left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where you are on the table right now, but we'll discuss that afterwards, because we're, you know, like
just 6.
I don't want to embarrass him. You know what I'm saying? Red Devils or whatever. You know, my brothers are all Man U fans. So it's quite hectic in the house because I'm Liverpool.
Yeah, Yeah,
we
let's-
never walk alone.
Can we talk about you and your dad? Because you are #1 right now, so you're just showing off right
I'm just
now.
saying, I'm Liverpool. Everyone used to say you're Arsenal because of your dad, but to tell you the truth, secret between you and I, right?
Yeah.
I changed to Liverpool because my brother bribed me. He's like, I'll buy you all the merchandise for Liverpool.
And he did?
So switch. Oh, yes, he did.
Okay.
I've got customized jersey from Anfield. You know what I'm saying?
You had
I
no
was
choice,
like,
I guess.
Liverpool it is. And I've been Liverpool ever since.
Right choice for
Clocking
now.
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Mo Salah. He's pretty short in front there, like you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamite. I tell you.
Okay, so you went to games with your dad.
Not many
as a-
games.
yeah.
I just watched games with him. Most of the time I was with him when he's going to like meetings for COSAFA Cups, like at the airport and stuff. But I didn't really travel to any games with him. That's one thing that I never had the opportunity to do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think you're an amazing lady. Should tell you that though.
Stop it.
She knows. I seriously think that you are, for all the education you've amassed, to just be grounded and just try and help the next person is very unlike us humans. We want to show off what we've earned, and we want that top-notch job. So I really feel that you've got a lot to offer this here country. That's why I felt that you were the kind of person that we need to be talking to often.
And I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your
because
time.
I think you're going to inspire a lot of young people out
Hope
there
so.
with what you do. How's your mom though?
My mom's good, but Vera, she's always bright and happy.
She's a happy soul.
She's a happy soul, yeah.
But you're kind of a lot in your family. How many were you?
We're actually 9.
9.
Yeah, 9. There's 9 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you lost one of your brothers.
Yeah, I lost Cash Money.
Mr. Castro.
Mr. Castro,
Why-
the infamous.
Oh, infamous
The
Castro. though.
infamous.
Goodness. What was he? What was he like? Was he a notorious kind of guy?
That guy, let me tell you, I would have voted for him.
You would have-
Presidency. Definitely. He was on the verge. He was a real people's person. Like you would never expect him to come out of State House and he'd be in the ghettos. Like, hey guys, drinks on me. You know what I mean? Like, everybody. Drinks on me, and he's there playing pool or doing his thing. Like, when I was playing football, I used to take the bus to soccer training because I didn't want the girls to feel like I was superior in some sort. So I would take the bus with them. You
mean the actual bus?
Yes, of course. Why not? We're all human beings. You bleed, I bleed. Right?
There you go. Oh, I'm amazed.
Yeah, we'll take the bus.
I thought it was the team bus. You
No,
mean the regular bus.
the regular bus to training. There ain't no team bus. Regular bus to training. 2 kwacha. I'm like, we're guy in a chap and a 1 kwacha 5.
Ah, get out of here.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
and then I'd meet the conductors and they're like, iwe, sindi we mfana wa cash.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
they
like,
call you.
iwe kwela chabe, kwela mahala. So he was really, really popular amongst the
With those
people.
guys,
yeah,
yeah.
with everybody. He was really grounded and down to earth. Yeah.
Do you think that we didn't know him as a country? Because what we knew was the bad boy side.
Yeah, well, like you said before, it comes with the territory. A lot of the time, especially the boy child, they get a little bit confused by the money and the fame. But deep down, he was a really, really kind person and intelligent beyond belief.
Yeah?
You walk into a Castro's room, he may have had a few to drink, but Machiavelli is right there and he's reading. He's like, get me some milk. So there's always there's always different sides to a person, and I think that's the problem with us human beings. We always look at the first appearance. What do I see when I look at you immediately, from my eyes? But really what's important is to understand the heart of a man. Yeah, I think that's what's really, really important. Once we start doing that as human beings, I think maybe humanity may change to some degree. Because for me, humanity is, we are all family. We are all brothers and sisters. We must take care of one another. Tomorrow, I don't know, maybe one of the people in the audience may rescue me from something. So you always have to hold everyone in the highest respect. You never know where they're coming from, what their struggle is, or where they may end up in 5 to 10 years' time. So respect and humility are key in life.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. Thank you very much. And on that note,
I've been searching for us. I've been searching for. I've been searching for us. One cup, filling 2 cups, sipping 4. Couple more bottles and I'm laying on the floor. Who this? Tell me who this? Is it me? Choking on the smoke, cause my soul can barely breathe. I am so drunk, crying cause I know this shouldn't be the case. Can barely see the truth, I'm trying to escape. Floating on clouds, leading me to my early grave. Like, oh, this isn't me. Who am I fooling? I see past the trees. Garden of Eden, I'm eating the fruit. I see the problem here, I see the roots. Oh no, this isn't me. How did I get here and when do I leave? Chasing the high, but the high killing me. Is it a worth of your destiny? Please, been low for so long, got me searching for high. I'm searching for high. If I get high enough, maybe one day I will fly. One day I will fly. I don't remember who I am. Where did I go? Where do I go? Been low for so long, got me searching for highs. I'm searching for highs. I'm Quincy's daughter, but I don't wanna be like her. Don't get me wrong, I love my mama, but her habit was 1 bottle, 10 bottles, till the last one dropped. A cancer that robbed me of my mama, cause she couldn't stop it. Lost her control and left me in pieces. I was only 9 and her lungs exchanging places with the ashes. Swimming in the alcohol, didn't know that shit would drown that spacing. I've been spacing, I've been floating, so can't breathe. You've been choking it with nonsense. Tell me, is it worth it? All this poison. Keisha wasn't shopping now before you lose your kingdom crown. Who are you? Tell me who are you? Why you talking? Keisha on your spirit and your actions have me stopping here. Get drunk all you want, but that won't liberate your conscience. Fear and the pressure, fear and the pressure. For so long, got me searching for us. I'm searching for us. If I get high enough, maybe one day I will fly. One day I will fly. I don't remember who I am. Where did I go? Where did I go? Been low for so long, got me searching for us. I'm searching for us. Searching for eyes. Searching for eyes.